Hey, folks, welcome to the Bellied Up podcast. We are here at the Holler House in Milwaukee, the oldest bowling alley in the continental United States and non-continental, okay? This is a historic piece of Milwaukee. Miles, we are sitting in history right now. Jack White has been here. Okay, they filmed the movie Chump Change here, which I was told you should smoke a doob and watch by the current owner of the Holler House.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we got pinball machines. We got trees as it's decorated for Christmas. So it is dating this episode a little bit. But Miles, I'd date this bar if I could, exclusively. How you doing, Miles?
I was getting the whole history lesson while we were waiting for you to show up.
I wasn't that late. Why are we doing that?
So she said that the bar here is actually a Brunswick bar.
Really?
And Brunswick used to make
Pool
bars before they made pool tables.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy smoke. Now they just don't make bars like this anymore.
No, they do
with
not.
the fine woodwork. You know, they just kind of throw some duct work behind the deal, you know, and they call it cowboy jerk-offs or whatever. No, they don't do it like this anymore. Folks, if you're in Milwaukee, you gotta come over to the Holler House. I tell you that much right now.
Did you see, Charlie, that they have bras hang up behind us?
Oh,
I forgot.
Unmentionables, Miles. We call them unmentionables.
I forgot my bra at home. I'm pissed that I didn't wear one today.
You're going free titty right now?
Yeah, because they say that the first time you come here, you hang your bra up and sign it.
Damn.
That's the tradition.
What do the fellas do?
I don't know. Maybe they have a banana hammock section somewhere.
Oh, okay. I better find that. Mine's riding pretty high right now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Banana hammock's a different scenario. You got to make sure you're
What's
clean.
crazy about this place has been around for 117 years.
Mm-hmm.
3 generations have owned it. The bowling alley downstairs was made in 1904. And you could just feel the history in here, Charlie.
Damn, I really was late, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
Getting a lot of info on there. Sorry, Miles. Sorry for being late.
This cash register, at least 70 years old, she said.
At least 70?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like 80 to me.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you that right now. Is it functioning? Is it working?
I don't know. It doesn't appear to be.
Okay. Well, it's a phenomenal deal. Oh, and they've got best prices in town, guys. They got the original menus up. Mixed drinks, highball, 15 cents. Gin,
Buck.
Gin buck. My glasses. Where are my fucking readers? Sorry, frickin' readers. Gin buck, 15 cents. Whiskey sours, 15 cents. A Tommy Collins, slow gin fizz. Slow, is that a slow gin fizz?
Yeah.
I am never. And then a Red Robin, 15 cents. That sounds like a sex position, kind of.
They also have a sign that says half-gallon beer for 25 cents. We got to start measuring beers in gallons again.
Wait, where is that? I don't even see
that.
On
the left over there.
Oh, wow. Plus deposit. You got to put the deposit down. What's the deposit? So you don't.
Is that like where now
for the
they
mug.
hold your credit card? Is that the you got to put some money down on the beer before you pay your tab?
No, I'm guessing the deposit is for the mug that they served it in, which is probably they probably served it in one of them really big like boots. It's a deposit for the boot. They do that at beer gardens sometimes.
I like.
What is this? Oh, that's a shot. Oh, that's a beautiful shot ski right there. Oh my gosh, bring that. Thank you.
Lopper's elbow.
Here, why don't we bring, the Lopper's elbow. Look at this. Now, this is a beautiful shot ski. This is a custom made one. You can tell because on the other side of the shot ski, look at that, Miles. What is that?
I think it's bowling lanes.
Those are bowling lanes.
That's nice.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? That is so slick. I've never had a slow gin fizz, but I'm gonna order that the next bar I go to. Nothing brandy there.
Not many of those beers are still. There's really kicking it.
Old Heidenberg. I think that went away with the Nazis. Kumberbacher. Kalmbacher. I don't know.
Old Town Lager. There's still Old Town, ain't it?
There's still Old Town. Foxhead, 400.
Is there Foxhead still around?
I saw a fox doing something like that in the woods once.
Regardless, guys, you got to get to Holler House. This is a great spot, and what I like about it is you can tell how much the people that own it love this place.
You really can.
That's the kind of bar you want to go to.
You can feel the love you really can. I don't know if that's the ghosts here or whatever, but there's a lot of love. Oh, speaking of which, Miles, you want to show that Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus? Now, we're filming this during Christmas time, and look at this. Oh, hang on. For those of you listening at home, this is a 20-year-old plastic bathtub, and Santa is...
And we think it's Mrs. Claus. We can't confirm whether or not it's Mrs. Claus or not, but they are both in the tub together, and they are, what would you say? They are
forward cowboy.
They are washing each other's bodies with the other person's body.
Let's just say the town is this gal in
They are going to town.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is going to town.
I won't say coming in town.
He's coming.
Let's not.
Okay, yeah. Anyways,
it's a family show.
Children's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles, I came up with this genius system that I'm excited to tell you about. Should I do it on this episode or next episode?
Let's do it. What do you got?
So I cleaned up my apartment. Okay. I cleaned it up and I cleaned all the clothes up and I got a new system. I was doing too much laundry. And I said, why am I doing too much laundry? Like, this shirt is a good shirt. Like, see this shirt? I'm just wearing it standardly today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not dirty, right? It's not dirty. After, like, I'm not working very hard today. It's not getting, it's not getting very dirty, right?
Yeah.
So I put it in I fold it again and I put it in a new pile of shirts, and those shirts I go work out with.
Oh, that is smart.
So they're not dirty shirts; they're kinky shirts. Because they got a little musk to them. But when you go to the gym, you're already smelling, and everyone around you smelling. So it's cut down on my laundry so much that I feel like I need to tell everybody about this system. It's not called dirty laundry; it's called kinky laundry. And you can wear it out to the bar again if it's still smelling okay. But it's basically wearing your laundry multiple times before washing it. It has saved me so much time.
Oh, I believe it.
So much time.
How many times will you wear these pair of jeans before you wash them?
Oh, pants. I don't wash pants.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I'll wear them 6-7 times before I wash them.
I haven't washed some jeans in a year, dude. I need to get a rash after wearing a pair of pants before I wash them. Because you're changing out your underslacks, your underwear.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to ever... Do you wash your coat?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Have you ever washed a coat?
No.
Pants are the same way.
You got to wash the coat, just get a new one.
Exactly. Pants are the same way. Never wash your pants. Unless you get a stain on them, but you can just spot wash those. Toothbrush goes a long way. You don't need to put it in the fridge.
Well, you let's say you work out, so this goes from clean
to
the kinky pile.
Yep.
How many workouts will you do in the kinky shirt? Because you could even save even more.
I mean,
you do 3 in this one shirt.
So this one, given that we're doing probably nothing worth smelling for today, and I put deodorant on, so it's just going to smell like my deodorant, which is... It's not bad. So if it just smells like deodorant, I'll wear it until it starts smelling like deodorant plus a little funk. Mm-hmm. Once it goes deodorant plus funk, goes into the kinky pile. So I may wear this 3-4 times. This is actually my 3rd time wearing this shirt without washing it. Do I smell?
Without even going in the kinky pile.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying once you get in the kinky pile, how many workouts are you going to do in it?
How hard did I work out?
Right.
Did I go for a run outside where the sweat was just evaporating right away? I mean,
maybe you lifted weights and didn't sweat that much.
Exactly. Yeah, that I can do a couple 3 times on the workout. But for you guys, depending on the ventilation in your closet, you may not want to do that because you don't want to walk in your closet and start smelling like funk. You know, if it smells like kink, that's a good thing. Those are pheromones. That even attracts fellas. The ladies like the pheromones. Okay, not too much. When pheromones go to funk, then maybe
there's a fine line between pheromones and funk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When the pheromones stop being spelt with a pH, you want to give it your last workout and then put it in the old wash. But I'm telling you, my laundry has cut down substantially. I only do it once a month now.
How are the dishes going?
That's another story. Yeah, that's another story.
Have you gone full paper plates?
No. I actually, if I use a plate, I kind of just give it a little rinse and then keep the plate out.
Yeah.
I mean, I live by myself, guys. You know,
I'm surprised you have more than one plate. Honestly, why do you need 2 plates?
I mean, in case you do have company over.
Yeah.
You know,
well, then it's just a BYOP situation. Bring your own plate.
See, I tried instilling that, but people didn't do it. People didn't go for it. Did I tell you that one?
Yeah, they're like, I thought you were joking. I didn't imagine a world where someone would only have one plate. I thought that was a joke.
I took you seriously. I did have this one time. I may have told it on this podcast before. I don't have memory cells, but my sister came over. Or my sister graduated, and it was right by my place. So I says, you know, you guys come over. I'll serve booze after the fact. Because frankly, it was a long graduation ceremony. I saw my sister walk. I didn't want to watch every other participation trophy recipient walk across the freaking aisle. So I says, I'm going to leave. That was my excuse to leave. So I got booze there, and then my sister's like, do you have food? I was like, yeah, there's some in the fridge. She makes a plate out of the cheese I had, like in the bag. I didn't even know I had this cheese. People are eating it. Now look at the cheese. There's mold on the cheese. I said, hang on, guys. This isn't blue cheese. And then my dad has it in his hand as my sisters are all freaking out and gagging. And my dad looks at it and goes, just finishes it.
He's a different breed
He's
of man.
A different breed. They
were built different back in the day.
They were. Yeah.
I feel like there's 2 people in this world. There's people who respect the expiration date, and then there's people who think that the expiration date on stuff is just a guideline.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah. And most dads in the world they're willing to risk the expiration date.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about mold too, some people, that's all blue cheese is moldy cheese. So what's the difference if you like home grow that mold? By the way, this is not advice, you guys. If anybody gets sick eating, it's your fault for listening to me. Right?
Right. I never, yeah.
You never listen to me.
Yeah, I take it in and then I let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way you should.
Yeah, it's
like a wave that crashes
like
on
water
the beach.
Off a duck's back.
There you go.
Slips right off.
Yeah.
I think you did tell that story at some point too, by the way.
It's fine to repeat it.
Huh? Oh, perfect.
Oh, all the yeah, and nobody listens to like
You Betcha Radio. Thanks, Charlie.
No, what I'm saying, nobody listens that carefully where they, you know the friend you go to the bar with tells the same story there's that friend, you know, like you're like, how many people are you telling this story to that you can't remember?
My parents are now to the point where they've run out of stories. So now we just hear the same story.
You play the hits
over and over again.
Sometimes you request a story. You're like, hey, tell that one.
I also, sometimes I will just to make my mom mad, I'll just finish the story in a much shorter version than what she would do.
God, that would piss me off. That would piss me off.
I could have done that. You invite a bunch of people over, you had moldy cheese, and your dad still ate it. But
and you didn't. I respect that you didn't.
Thank you, Charlie. I have restraint. We talk on You Betcha Radio that I've been doing You Betcha Radio since 2019. So
Wow.
What is it? How many hours of talking?
That's a lot of hours, dude.
500 with Patreon.
500 hours of podcasting I've done. I'm never going to remember all the stuff I said.
No.
I'm never going to. I imagine I've told the same story at least 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary because I don't remember. Like, people call in sometimes and say, "Remember?" Or I see them on the street and they talk about the podcast and they say, "You remember when you said this?" Nope, do not. I do not. But thank you for listening.
Which leads me to think, like, testimonies in court. There's no way they're accurate.
No.
You know what I mean?
I mean, the human brain is a beautiful thing, but it just doesn't have a lot of RAM.
Like, if you were to try and remember the stuff we said on the podcast yesterday, today.
No,
you couldn't do it.
No, like I got back. I got back to my place. I was talking to Randa. She said, "What are you guys talking about?" I was like,
It's kind of like when you're a kid and your mom goes, "What'd you learn at school today?" And you just defaulted nothing.
Yeah.
What'd you guys talk about on the podcast today? Nothing. Okay, well, that sucks because it's a podcast.
Yeah. But it's clearly what our brains are doing is just bailing out the boat. Like,
well, it's because we're so dialed in, Charlie.
We are dialed.
We just black out.
We're in the moment, guys. In the moment.
Well, Charlie,
should we take some callers?
Let's do it.
All right,
guys. We have a voicemail.
I love voicemails
from Debbie from Minnesota. Debbie's a great name.
That's my aunt's name.
Debbie sounds like she's from Minnesota.
Debbie, yeah, Deb for short.
All
Deborah
right,
for long.
Let's see what Debbie has to say.
Hey guys, it's Debbie from Leesburg, Minnesota.
Great energy.
I am calling because I'm not sure if I have a buy-sell and trade or I want to start a business. I have this ice house that my husband and father decided to do one winter. They built it from scratch because my father needed a winter project.
Good.
They haven't taken it out on the ice the last 2 years.
Classic.
So I'm wondering, do I put this up for sale and get me a nice little car that I could use? Or do I keep this and start a ice house food truck business out on the lakes?
Wow.
Let me know what I should do, guys. Watch for deer and tell your folks I says hi. Oh.
Great energy from Debbie. You're a genius, Debbie.
Why haven't we thought about this before?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why are we not? We're building ice shanty towns on big lakes, correct?
Yeah.
You got them like these little ice shanty towns have roads.
Yeah.
They damn near have stoplights on these things.
Yeah. Well, they do. It's a crack in the ice.
Yeah. Why aren't we putting in food trucks areas? We could even start zoning the lakes. Commercial zoning.
Yes. I love it. I mean, this is a genius idea, right. Like, you have taco trucks on the street. They got streets on the ice. This is just a natural progression. This is the advancement of human society is what this is.
Yes, it is. We already have. I've been to a bar on the ice in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, where they actually build a bar out there and you can go get drinks.
Really?
Why don't we have food trucks out there?
Man, Minnesota is really, I feel like the epicenter of the greatest ice ideas yet, because I got to tell you, I've never been to a bar on the ice in Wisconsin, and I'm starting to feel like we're falling behind.
Yeah, they got minnow shots there.
They have minnow shots at the bar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. Where you put, they have a trifecta where they do a minnow, a leech, and a nightcrawler.
No, but you could do that. That would be your next spin, Charlie.
They have that at Tiger Muskie Resort in Hayward, but that's not on ice. That's on land. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I like this food truck concept quite a bit, and there's this one place in Kenosha I was fishing down on the Great Lakes, and if you catch yourself a salmon or something or whatever, you bring your catch in. and they grill it up for you. So I wonder if at this food truck they have an option where you can bring your catch and they'll fry it up for you. You catch a few perch, you take it there, and they fry it up for you.
That'd be good. Perch tacos. Have you ever had a perch taco?
I've not had a perch taco. I like that. Perch tacos. They supply, because I don't think you can legally like sell fish, fresh fish you catch, but if other people catch it, they can sell vegan tacos, and then you add the pescatarian.
Oh yeah,
aspect.
I suppose.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it vegan tacos. It probably wouldn't do very good. But you catch it, we deep fry it.
Yeah,
like you kill it, we grill it. You catch it,
you
what rhymes with catch? Yeah, well,
you fetch it.
You fetch it. You catch it. We fetch it. Yeah,
that's the same thing. God.
Darn it.
Also, you were talking on a previous episode about how you use your hand ice auger to make shaved ice for drinks.
Oh, we got to add that into the mix.
You could do shaved ice for dessert.
Shaved ice old fashions.
I mean, just think about it, Charlie.
Yeah.
You go on the lake, you catch a few perch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's about high noon. You're like, I'm getting hungry. You walk over to the old food truck. You give them your perch while you're waiting. You have a shaved ice old fashioned.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the move right there. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was out fishing on Lake Winnebago, caught a perch, cleaned the perch, and I cooked it right there on the ice with a deep fryer. Now, I will say this is the problem. It started snowing right there. And, deep fryer and precipitation, it starts bubbling it up. So you got to make sure that situation's well covered before you put a big old hole in the ice, you know?
That's not good.
Yeah, cover your deep fryers. But no, this could be really cool. And I feel like it's one price if you clean the fish, another price if they have to clean the fish.
Well, and honestly, I know that food trucks have a problem up here in the North United States, the North Midwest, of in the winter, people aren't walking around as much going to a food truck to get tacos.
Mm-hmm.
You now have a winter business.
It's perfect. Oh, and hey, what will go great with all of it? A little tippy cow. As you take a sip of that tippy cow, that's what you can put. That's why I brought up the shaved ice thing, right?
Yeah.
In that previous episode. This brain works. No, this is a great idea, Debbie. I think you are onto something. And now all you need is a name.
Well, Well, hold on. I mean, she was saying I could sell it and get a car. Or you could start this business and you could buy multiple cars from how much money you're going to make.
Yeah, you got to think bigger here, Debbie, and I like how you are.
Teach a man to fish, give a man a meal, you feed him for a day.
Yeah.
Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime.
Sell a man's ice house, you get yourself a car. Take a man's ice house, turn it into a food truck, you get a fleet of cars.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the Bible. So
with all those cars, you could have an Uber service that drives out on the lake, so people aren't driving home after a day of drinking on the ice.
Yeah,
boom.
There you go. And if you don't want to go full car, you just get yourself a snowmobile and a few toboggans, tied to the back of it. That would be fun.
That would be sweet.
That's like the rickshaw of the ice. You see those guys on the with the bikes and the carriage behind there. That's the horse and buggy of the ice. Snowmobile, 4 toboggans tied to the back of it. People can be like tubing on the, doing a little toboggan wars.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take out a pretty healthy insurance policy on that because someone's going to break something. Waivers. Which reminds us, folks, Nicolay Law is there. Anyways.
You're saying we need to come up with a name for this, though.
Food on ice. It's like Disney on ice. But food.
Yeah, simpler is better, Charlie. Yeah. Food on ice, maybe ice tacos.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're stuck on that. That has to be tacos, but I think that, first location should be tacos.
Yeah, everybody likes a taco food truck. Berens street meat, ice meat. That could be, that could be one of them gay bars if you want to call it that. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. That's just fun. You ever tried that? Anyways, Miles. But good stuff. Or Frosty the sous chef. Frosty the sous chef. Yeah.
More we sing on this podcast, the less I think I know words to songs. I just can't believe it.
I know.
I was singing, kid has a book with like nursery rhymes and songs.
Yeah.
And I had to actually like read all the lyrics to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Now I got
how
it
I
down.
wonder what you are. Up above this world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How I wonder what you are.
I just told you it's a star, dumbass. You know, it's a big ball of gas.
Yeah, I just do that next time I'm reading them to, you know, if you're wondering what it is, it's actually just a big ball of gas, and it's the stars that you do see might already be dead, but just how long it takes the light to get here takes billions of years, so it might actually be dead already. So I wouldn't wish upon that star.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miles, you're always thinking about
Twinkle,
gas.
little ball of gas.
It's a big ball of
I
gas.
know what you are.
Twinkle, twinkle, ball of gas. You did not come from my butt.
Yes.
Well, we
My
really...
kid's at the stage where I can still swear at home and not feel guilty about it. I got about at least another solid year or two.
I don't know, Miles. They internalize that stuff. Like when they're in the womb, you play music, they come out a better musician. So they are...
I don't think there's any data to back that up.
There is.
No, I don't think so.
Look it up. Look
Could
it
be more
up.
of a farce.
Look it up.
It's a lot about DNA,
Huh?
which can't be absorbed through the womb.
Yet, Miles, yet. But
This is a
soon
classic
enough.
situation that if you just say something wrong confidently enough, people will believe you, Charlie.
Well, I know. And that's...
Kind of
I'm
our
right.
podcast, I guess.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, should we take another caller,
Let's
Charlie?
do it.
Holy shit, is this the Bellied podcast? Oh my god, hold on, I'm on the third floor. What's up, boys?
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys?
Oh, fantastic, too. Yeah.
That's great.
What are you doing right now? You sound out of breath.
I'm I'm at work. I'm the foreman, but we're safe in the truck.
What were you, if you're the foreman, what were you doing out of the truck?
You know, I'm a fool. I had my bags on. I should have known better.
What do you do? What do you do for work? Where do you work at?
I'm an electrician. I'm an electrician in Missoula, Montana.
Oh, we got a Sparky on our hands.
There we go. When was the last time you electrocuted yourself?
Oh, boys, I electrocuted myself in front of a whole office in the main building.
Were you on something tall? Did you fall with it, too?
No, luckily I was making up a switch, and I was just trying to get it done and doing it hot. And I accidentally touched the live screw, and I did a jump, and I made a and the gal behind me and the behind the desk goes, "Oh my goodness, are you okay?" She wanted to call the cops on me.
He touched a hot wire and turned into Michael Jackson. Ow! So, are you wearing a quarter zip Carhartt sweatshirt right now?
You're close. I'm wearing a blaze orange Carhartt sweatshirt.
All right. There we go.
The quarter zip Carhartt sweatshirt is a uniform for all electricians, I swear, Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly right. And the really expensive hard hat, because we just make all the money.
That is true. You guys have someone, you have a limo driver pick you up and take you home from work every day too?
It's not a limo driver. I bought a Ferrari, and I have my chauffeur drive me.
That is a baller move. You buy a Ferrari and don't even drive it.
Oh, man.
Well, Connor, why don't you belly up with us? Connor is, like you said, from Montana, and he is wondering how he can convince his wife to let him buy a snow machine. Is that true, Connor?
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right. Me and my wife just learned that we're pregnant just in time for snowmobile season.
Congratulations.
Hey, thanks.
Well, she already
Congrats on the sex, by the way.
Yeah, good for you.
I've done it at least once. We can prove it.
Well, not yet. If she's just pregnant.
Yeah, could come out not looking like you.
As you know, if it comes out anything other than redhead, I'll be suspicious.
Yeah, I got a kid with blonde hair and blue eyes, so I'm pretty suspicious as well.
Hey, I have blue eyes.
Charlie, watch it.
I think you were facing the wrong direction. You should have been facing east. You're probably facing west.
All right. So your wife doesn't want you to buy a snow machine, huh?
That's exactly right. I have enough to get a snow machine, but she says that paying the hospital bills to pull this baby out of her is more important.
Well, here's something to keep in mind, all right? First and foremost, Ferraris are not known for driving in the snow very good. So you got to have a snow machine to get her to the hospital.
That is true, yeah.
And the hospital bills can take care of themselves after the fact, all right?
I agree. I've been trying to tell her if we get a freak snowstorm, my Ferrari won't make it to the grocery store, but a snow machine sure will.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's much easier to put a car seat on the back of a snowmobile than in a Ferrari.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
You just
I got enough tie downs. I could make it work.
There you go.
He ratchet straps the kid on the snow machine. That's kid's not going anywhere.
That's not going anywhere. Your wife can ride behind in a toboggan. No, I mean, I think, what's the going rate to have a kid these days?
Shoot, Miles, it sounds like you'd know best. My wife is a nurse and she has hospital health care, but it sounds like the going rate's about a double deductible. So it sounds like it'd be about $6,000, which would be a slick sled.
Yeah, what? That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, in reality, it's like, why can't you just have both, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you're an electrician and you have expensive tastes, but just maybe get a used snow machine that's a little cheaper.
Yeah. And buy now, think about it later. That's the American way. All right. Put that baby on layaway.
Shoot, I forgot I have a credit card. Yeah. You're totally right.
All right.
Rack it up.
Yeah.
I imagine that after he had done the deed, you know, you get that post-nut clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately afterwards, he was like, oh, I just lost my snow machine.
He's like,
he's just sitting on the end of the bed smoking a cigarette going, God, what could have been?
Head in the hands, just looking out the window.
When my wife asks what's wrong, when my wife asks what's wrong, I just got to say nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Honey, we're pregnant. Damn it.
Now, what you have to do to convince your wife is to prove to her that a snow machine is not a sunk cost. It's an investment in your fatherhood.
Yes.
You know, you are going to be so much more relaxed as a dad. You're going to be so much better of a parent by having this snow machine in your life. And from a very practical standpoint, it's an escape vehicle. If you guys get a lot of snow out there in Montana, what if a grizzly bear comes a knocking, tears apart your Ferrari? You guys have nowhere to go. You need that snow machine.
Oh, absolutely. I think you hit it on the head. When I become a dad, I'm going to have to fall into one of the dad categories, and I can't play golf for shit, so I'll be the snowmobile dad.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know, you still could do the golf because a lot of us still can't play golf for shit, and that doesn't stop us. So
yeah, you could do golf on a snow machine. Have that be winter golf.
Yeah.
Have that be your golf cart.
Just paint the golf balls neon orange.
Yeah, you can even do like golf polo on the snow machine, like you know, that would be fun. That's a whole new sport.
Yeah,
That's how you pay for it.
That is the best redneck sport I've ever heard of.
Yes, and we just invented it here. Okay, so get the snow machine. It's winter now, and start shooting videos of you playing snow-lo. That's snow polo, and you're gonna you are gonna be a multi-millionaire, my guy.
And then you can have all the babies you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is genius. Okay, do you think the YouTube handle Snowlo has been taken?
No, not a chance.
No, this just came out of the dome.
Yeah, and this comes out later, so you have time to get that handle.
Yeah, get the handle and start shooting these videos, man. You got money to make, and say, babe, think about all the kids we can have when we're multi-millionaires. Does she want more than one kid?
She wants the one, but I keep telling her either 2 or 4, so we don't end up with the oldest, middleest, youngest syndrome.
I got news for you. That syndrome exists no matter how many kids you got. I'm one of 12. We've just got like 10 middle children. You know? We all have attention issues. That's why I'm on this podcast right now.
That's a great point.
Now, one thing to think about too, save some money on the hospital bills. Just your wife's a nurse. She's got to know what to do.
She knows how to do it.
Have a home birth.
Yeah. You guys got a good bathtub?
I got a bathtub. We can do that. I see. She gets cold really quickly, so I would have to be just filling the water and emptying it and keeping her warm the whole time. We could do that.
Yeah.
But I think the difficulty would be more on my side for that kind of a pregnancy. That's too much work for me.
Well, get yourself a midwife.
Costs money, Charlie. Less money towards the snow machine.
We'll give the midwife free snow machine lessons.
You brought up YouTube. YouTube has a video for everything. There's got to be a tutorial on how to have a home birth on YouTube.
Yeah, we know half of your electrical work is you YouTubing it before you go in and do the thing.
Yeah, and the time that he electrocuted himself in front of all those people is he didn't look at it on YouTube.
Or he was looking at YouTube while he was doing it. He's like,
that's a great idea. So I'll tell my pregnant nurse wife to just pick up some overtime shifts, then I can get my snow machine.
That's not what we said. Okay, that's the worst. That's the worst idea ever.
I love how our solution isn't just trade in your Ferrari for something a little bit more economical. You can't do that.
No.
Okay. So the best thing I'm hearing right now is home birth, and then I can have them both.
Correct.
Well, don't forget Snow-Lo. All right.
Yeah.
And Snow-Lo.
Yeah.
And Snow-Lo.
I mean, how hard can it be? I went through it once. It's really just getting under center and going, blue 42, hot round. Is it hot? And then the baby comes out.
I've been listening to the You Betcha podcast about Ryan's birth, and it sounds like all he had to do was hold a leg and play air guitar. I figure I can do that.
That's it, man. That's all it is. I was a smart one, though. I didn't have to do any work. The nurse asked me if I wanted to hold the leg. I said, no, you got it. What else am I paying you for, you know? I'm not one to fall for the scam where you go to those restaurants where you have to cook the food and you pay more money to do it. I think those are dumb.
Yeah. That's like going to the grocery store and you checking it out. You're like, do I work here now?
Yeah, self-checkout is a racket.
Yeah.
Self-checkout for a baby so I can kind of skip some things past the scanner.
Yeah. Oh, man. No, well, congratulations on both your baby and your new snow machine.
Do you know what you're having yet, or are you guys waiting?
We just had our first ultrasound, but she's going to want to do some kind of baby reveal. And I told her we can do a baby reveal as long as we burn down a little bit of forest.
You sound like the rest of the country.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, perfect.
Okay, what gender reveal should he do, Charlie?
He should do it with. Okay, so you tell her that it's going to be either you guys get a pink snow machine or a blue snow machine.
Yeah, there you go.
But really it's going to be a red snow machine because you probably don't want a pink one, although a pink snow machine could kind of be cool. Or you put some sort of fluid in the exhaust. Well, that's going to ruin it. But wouldn't it be cool if you could like find the color of your exhaust? Yeah, no, that's it. Okay. Your first Snow game, you're gonna reveal the sex of the baby.
Yeah,
okay?
It's gonna
genius.
Instead of having a normal ball, it's gonna be one that explodes on impact.
Yes,
does a smoke thing like they do with the golf balls.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
genius.
Could you imagine a slow-mo video of him ripping on a snow machine with his
It's a boy. Millions of views.
I just thought of something too, Charlie.
What's that?
Could do, if you guys wanted to let us know, we could do the first ever bellied up gender reveal call.
Oh yeah,
Just throwing it out there.
We can give you a little spark here for your new Snow YouTube channel.
Oh, that's genius. We would love that. That's a great idea.
So the way you say this to your wife is, honey, I'm not buying a snow machine. Don't worry. I am starting a side business. And buy the machine, buy the exploding golf balls. And then here's the good thing. It takes a lot of time for businesses to make money. So this is all a write-off. You're basically making money. You can't afford not to buy this snow machine, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is a ski don't test me right now because I know what I'm doing. You like that ski do?
Well,
ski
Charlie,
don't?
let's
I
not
thought that was
skip
cool.
over the fact that he's pretty keen on us doing the gender reveal party.
Oh, so are we going to Montana?
No, he's going to call in and we'll review it live on the podcast.
That's true. So now you have proof to give the IRS when they obviously are going to question this.
Absolutely. Well, we could do both. During the first Snow game, you guys could be the commentators.
That's it. Yes. Now you have plenty of proof to give the IRS when they come a-calling.
Yep, exactly.
Perfect. Well, we got a business here set up. We got a baby on the way. I'm feeling pretty good. Just don't kill yourself with electricity before now and then.
Okay, so my main goal right now is to not die from electricity and to buy a snow machine and convince the wife it is a business venture. I like it.
Yeah.
And a home birth.
Yep.
And the home birth.
So that's it. That's all you got to do.
Okay. I think we can figure that out.
Wonderful. Well, Connor, another issue solved here on the Bellied Up podcast. Thank you for calling in.
Well, thanks, boys. I really appreciate it. It was super cool talking to you.
Yeah, before you go, I got one more question,
Okay.
Charlie.
All right.
As a foreman and electrician, I want you to give me the top tips of being a construction foreman.
Okay, you nailed it on the head by saying don't get out of your truck. Unfortunately, I'm behind, so I have to get out of my truck. But you can betcha I walk around and I look at one of my guys while they're working, and I don't say nothing. I look at them, and I kind of look around, and I just walk away. I don't say a single word.
Yeah. Then he starts doing all sorts of paranoia in your head, you know?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Your presence is making productivity more. Yeah.
It's a mind game, absolutely.
Judgmental eyes. I like it. What else?
Let's see. The other thing that I like to do is I like to call one of my guys and be really serious. Say, hey, I need you to come out to the truck right now, immediately. And then when they get out here, I just say, hey, how's your day going?
It's getting kind of boring here sitting in the truck by myself, and I've listened to every podcast I could. So what's going on, man?
Yeah. I just wanted you to come over so I had an excuse to roll down the window because it was getting kind of hot in here.
Exactly.
And he's wondering why he's behind and he has to actually get out of the truck. I like that. Yeah, I mean, hey,
Yep.
For everything I've heard, you're not lying. You are a foreman. You got that thing dialed in.
I listen to your guys' podcast every day, especially about you doing concrete and being down in a hole. So I've taken all that straight to heart.
Yeah, you got it easy. You know, you're usually working in an enclosed area You don't have to get all muddy and dirty and deal with people who live out of a cardboard box and have to bike to work every day. You're the high class.
That's exactly right. We're better than everyone, and don't forget.
You really are an electrician, aren't you?
I haven't touched a broom in years.
Yeah, someone will clean that up. Are you a master electrician or what?
Nope, I'm a journeyman electrician. That's all you got to be to really be a foreman around here.
Do you have aspirations to be a master electrician or no?
So the first time I took my journeyman test, I got a 38%, and I got lucky to pass the test in the first place. I think we're going to leave her here.
So time out. You can get a 38% on your journeyman test and pass?
First time, right? He had to then go pass it.
No, that was the first try. The second try, I sat in my truck and toked on a little bit of electric lettuce and then went in and passed it.
Oh my God. Is that how you electrocuted yourself? Too much electric lettuce?
We keep things interesting around here. We gotta make it fun.
Yeah, that's good.
I like this though. He knows his ceiling. He's like, this is as high as I go. Literally.
Oh man. Well, thank you, Connor. We appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me. You boys watch out for deer.
All right, you too.
Congratulations too, by the way.
Yeah, congrats.
Hey, thanks guys. I'll talk to you.
All right.
Good one.
Oh man.
He's great.
Yeah.
I would love to work for him.
He sounds awesome as a boss, A lot of good energy in that one.
You ever electrocute yourself, Charlie?
Yeah, I have. I told you about that.
I did it on my water heater. At the
Really?
lake. Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was adjusting the dial of how hot the water could get, and I just touched the wrong thing.
The nastiest shock.
Look at the nastiest shock. And when I came to, I had an epiphany.
Yeah.
Said I need to hire someone to do this instead.
Yeah, I told you about the extension cord when I was a kid, splicing it and not pulling out of the wall. And I've electrocuted myself a couple times since. I did avoid a massive electrocution though. I was fixing this washing machine, dishwasher, and it had all the water coming up, so I was clearing it out on the bottom, and then I was like, it still had water coming out. I was like, this is a deeper issue, so I pull it out, and then I get underneath and I'm messing with the live wires. And keep in mind, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just trying to see if something's not like hooked up or whatever. And then all of a sudden I was like, wet hands, live electricity. This is stupid. So then I went down and I shut it off. But I could have almost killed myself on that one.
I watched my dad almost die.
Really? How'd he almost do it?
So at their lake cabin, they were getting rid of a baseboard heater.
Oh.
That was hooked up to electricity.
Yeah.
And he had thought that the electrician came in and made sure it wasn't live.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he found out the hard way it was live. Sparks flew.
Oh.
Emotions ran high.
Oh, yeah.
And we all were kind of like standing there, and obviously he was pretty
stoic,
frazzled.
Oh, he was frazzled.
Yeah, he was just kind of what's happening. And we look at because he was going to cut the wire so we could take it off the wall.
Yeah.
And there was a little like indent, perfect little semicircle of where he tried to cut the wire and melted the metal that he was.
Shit. Oh my God.
So
if you are standing on the ground, you are the ground.
So I could have had a lot more baggage not growing up without a dad,
Yeah. Wow.
Even more than I already got.
Yeah. Well, we're just happy Bud's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lesson for all you guys out there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
DIY electricity, YouTube it twice.
Yeah.
YouTube it twice, cut once.
Do something to make sure the wire's not live.
Yeah, turn your power off. All
Well,
right.
Charlie, should we take another caller?
Let's do it. Folks, the big game.
The game.
The game that's so big we can't even mention its actual name legally, but it's coming up.
The
this
one on
weekend.
Sunday.
The Sunday game, and it
The
starts
game.
with an S, and it's cool. And I'm gonna have a big
and who's in the game, Charlie?
Oh, the Packers are obviously playing. I hope. And anyways, while you're watching the game, the big game, you guys, the best way to enjoy is tip it on back with a little tippy cow.
Charlie, here's a view of me watching the game this weekend. Ready?
Yeah.
This tippy cow is great. Go team!
That's really good.
That's a live look into my living room.
No, I mean that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I like your slurp. Somebody should oh yeah. Yeah, there's nothing better than a slurp in the microphone, Miles.
So guys, this weekend's game, tip on back a glass of tippy cow. It'll be that much better.
And the shirt.
And we have a shirt.
Miles, I guarantee you when I'm watching the big game, I'm gonna be wearing this big shirt. It's an L actually. This well-fitting shirt. And if you guys want one of these shirts, just be a caller. We're gonna send that to some of y'all. Also, you can go buy it at youbetcha.com.
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha.
Youbetcha.com.
Yeah. Oh, youbetcha.com. Miles, I was in this snowstorm the other day, and I was behind this big old semi truck, and it didn't have its lights on, the tail lights. And luckily, I'm such a good driver because if I wasn't, I would have gone straight into the back. I would have given that what do you call it again? What did I just call it? That semi truck an enema, you know? And
Enema with your own blood or what?
An enema is where you go up the deal, right? Yeah. I would have given that sucker a colonoscopy.
Okay.
In other words.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
You would have been a human camera.
I would have been a human camera.
What's going on in here?
Yeah, and then I would have needed a lawyer because I don't think I'd be making it out of that tailpipe alive. So, or whoever my living people were, but they would have called 1-855-Nicolay because Russell over at Nicolay, man, he'll get you that money you deserve if you're tailgate or riding a safe distance behind a semi without its lights on. Definitely don't say you're tailgating. So yeah, call Nicolay.
Or go to nicolaylaw.com.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, we have David. David is a dairy farmer and a crop farmer, and he's dating a vegetarian, Charlie.
Whoa.
David, how is that going?
It's slowly but surely I'm trying to get her back into eating meat. It's not working too well, I'll be honest, but we've gotten her tried chicken once in 4 months, so there's at least that.
Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting. Now, why is she a vegetarian? Does she not like the taste of meat? Is she against animal things? Is it environmental issues? What's her motivation here?
I think it was a diet thing to start with, and then she just kind of stuck with it.
Okay.
And then the one time she did try chicken, it upset her stomach, so yeah, it's kind of hard convincing her again. But
Well, that's what I've heard. It's if you're a hardcore vegetarian, you have to ease yourself back into eating meat.
Yeah.
I heard that actually.
What's
It's kind of like, the first time you start drinking.
Yeah.
You're going to get drunk pretty fast. You got to ease yourself into it.
Ease yourself back
You
in.
can't drink a 30 rack the first time you do it.
Well, I think chicken's a good starter one right there. You don't want to go right for the well, have you tried squirrel yet?
yeah, I would get quite the crazy look there.
Really?
Well, just don't tell her that it's squirrel.
Yeah,
tell her
just-
it's chicken.
Yeah.
I've never had squirrel.
You never had squirrel?
No, is this just like a well-known thing up here?
Well, where are you from?
I'm from up here, but I've never had squirrel, so that's why I'm a little.
Wow, yeah.
Well, where's up here?
He's from up here.
Yeah, up there.
Up there.
I'm from Carver County, in Minnesota.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Squirrel is actually it's a pretty. I mean, there's a lot of squirrels out there, and they are tasty. So and they've got really good reproduction. So it's a sustainable meat if you're looking.
What are the tactics that you've tried to convince her to start eating meat?
Well, she likes Indian food. I'm still trying to get to there because that's a whole new world for me. But they eat chicken here and there, so that was the one time I got her to at least try it. And so, but yeah, that's a whole new world I'm trying to get into as well. I've never had Indian food before last week. And then it's going to be interesting to tell Dad because, we got a whole barn just full of beef cattle and just tell him, yeah, she's not going to eat that.
Oh no!
Oh, so you haven't told your dad that she's a vegetarian?
No.
Okay, how do you think that's gonna go?
He's gonna give me quite the weird look.
Yeah, this is the real coming out in the Midwest. You're coming out as a vegetarian. I mean, yeah, it's like.
How do you know if I told him I was a vegetarian, I'd be outcast? So.
Yeah, and a dairy farm family. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I feel like does she have what if you tell her it's tofu? You put in some stuff, you say, yeah, that's tofu.
Like tofu.
She don't like tofu. Jeez. What about finger food? Would you like what I did there, Miles? It was funny. Okay. So she's not a tofu person. The Indian food, I feel like, could be your thing. You put enough spices and fragrances in the food, you kind of don't always know what you're eating.
That's the move. So he's a northern Minnesota guy. He's from up there.
Mm-hmm.
And if I know anything about Minnesotans, they don't necessarily dive headfirst into spicy foods. So I think what you got to do is you got to go an eye for an eye. So you have to tell her, you know what? You love Indian food. I'm going to try the hottest Indian food you got. And you suffer through that. You suffer through when you're eating it. You suffer through pushing it out the other end. And you go, all right, I did mine. It's time for you to have a nice old ribeye.
I mean, this just sounds like a disaster for a new relationship. I'm going to try spicy food and you try eating meat for the first time. You guys are going to spend half the time being like, I just need to use the bathroom real quick. I'll
Make
be
sure
right
you
back.
got good plumbing.
Yeah. Have the plunger there. Don't make the mistake of having the plunger at the downstairs bathroom, and then you got to do the waddle of shame.
Well, that's my parents had one.
Got one of those.
First of all, plungers aren't that expensive, are they, Charlie?
No.
My parents had one plunger, and it was, had to have been from the 80s.
Oh, one of the red ones with the wooden stick?
100%.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, we couldn't get a couple extra plungers and just... the bathroom that me and my brothers were in growing up was all the way on the top floor. We had a 2-story house. And for whatever reason, we kept the plunger in the basement. Mm-hmm. So every single time you'd have to do the walk of shame and walk downstairs to get the plunger.
They knew after you've been sitting for like 20 minutes upstairs and you do the that second flight of stairs, they knew.
Yep. 100%.
And then the worst is the third walk of shame when you got to go get the snake. That's the icing on the cake right there. Yeah, I could see that. Does she? We started off with chicken. What? I don't know. I don't even know where you go from here.
How did you meet this gal?
Wasn't on Farmers Only. I'll tell you that much.
No, it was on some dating app, but I don't even remember which one.
How many dating apps are you on?
I was on like a few of them, but I don't know. I couldn't remember.
Good.
Save.
He just won right there.
You think that this gal is wife material?
Heck yeah.
Oh, he's excited about it.
Even despite the vegetarian issues.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wake up in the morning and then I go take my morning dump or whatever, and I come out and all of a sudden my bed is made, and then no matter what I'm cooking, she's always doing the dishes without me asking.
Jeez
So
Louise. Yeah, is she smart and have a good personality too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to save you here right now. It's 2024, for God's sakes. You can't just say, yeah, she's a real good bed maker. I'll tell you that much.
No, but she does all the things without like having to be asked. Those are just quick examples.
David. What do you do for her, David?
Yeah, I don't even. The last girl I was dating, every time I come home from work, I had to tell her to start dinner. It pissed me off. It's like, I get home at 5:15 every day. Why do I gotta tell you every day?
Where's the non-vegetarian food? Look,
What was the question?
David, what do you do for her?
Pretty much the same thing in return. Then, yeah, I cover most of the bills and such, at least when we go out. And, not that money's, an issue as far as, like, when we're relationships. That's far from what the main focus
I love how he's like, yeah, it's an equal relationship.
Yeah.
She does all the work, and then I just pay for stuff.
Yeah. What did she do for a living?
She takes care of old people.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's great. That's what you can.
She probably became a vegetarian because she grinded up one too many hamburgers and put it in a smoothie.
Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite. She's fine with how the meat is made, but you don't like how it comes out of a straw.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. Well,
I mean, it doesn't sound like it's too much of an issue. Sounds like she's willing to try it out.
She's willing to try it. And also, what if she just wants to be a vegetarian? How big of a problem is that going to be?
I don't think it would be too big of a problem. Like, I'm just never going to quit eating meat, though. I told her that, and she understood that. It's just going to be my parents having to get over it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that. How are you going to break the news to your parents?
Well, like any other time, probably a week before I introduce them, I'm going to let them know, and then just see how that goes from there, and just see the awkward stare.
What I would do if I were you is I would go over, have a nice steak dinner with your family, and then right before you leave, just leave a note on the table and get out of there.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, give it a little time to blow over. I got a brother-in-law. That's a V word. And
a virgin?
No, they got another on the way, actually.
Okay.
They're doing it. But I gotta tell you this much: that my dad, he's kind of he's a meat eater himself, and the way it works is he gives every in-law crap for something. So that's just the thing he gives my brother-in-law crap for every time, that and his tattoos. And so he'll just roast them like, and then we cook the Impossible burgers for him every time. So every time my dad's grilling me, he's like, yeah, we got to get Gabe his bitch burger. So
I've tried imitation meat, and that's not something I can stomach either.
Yeah. Have you tried it?
Yeah, I've tried veggie burgers, and yeah, if you haven't tried it, you're not missing out. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I've tried a few bean burgers or whatever. They're not that bad, to be honest with you. It's all in how you season it.
And how much ketchup you dip it in.
Yeah, you put enough ketchup on that thing, you can't tell the difference. I'll tell you that much right there. Okay, what about this? What about if you go vegetarian for a week and she goes keto for a week? Right? Keto's where you eat a bunch of meat, isn't it? I don't know. She goes meat for a week, you go vegetarian for a week. Would you do a little trading places with your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'd try it. I don't think I'd get her to hop on that boat. It'd probably have to be an uneven equation, but it would be worth the shot.
Do you think you could go vegetarian for a week?
Yeah. I mean, I'd definitely gorge myself after that week. But I think I could stomach it for a week.
All right. Well, maybe try that. Maybe say, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice. You're willing to sacrifice, and see how it goes from there. All right, David?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, my guy. Tell your girlfriend we says hi, and your dad, too.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good
Take
one.
care.
Man.
We'll see you.
Good on him, though. It's not a deal breaker.
No.
He must really like this gal.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. I'm not sure where up there is, but
And then when he said it, I couldn't really hear it.
I think up there was like 1954. Yeah, I go take a dump and I come back and the bed's made. Nice, David. Nice. Nice.
Does sound pretty nice.
Yeah, it does sound nice. Well,
Me and Ann haven't made a bed in the however many years we've been together.
yeah, I don't know why you go making a bed. It's like tying your shoes when you take them
They
off
say
your feet.
it sets the tone for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah.
One of those deals.
To be honest with you, though, there was this period of time where I was making my bed, and it gives you a little dopamine right away, a little motivation.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough dopamine.
No. I got other
Instead,
things
I
on
just
my
scroll
mind
on my phone endlessly. That gives me enough dopamine.
to get through like the next.
Yeah. So the time that I could be making my bed, I just scroll on my phone right when I wake up, get the dopamine I need, and then I'm off on my day.
Oh God, yeah. Just build the plaque on your brain. Yeah.
Well, Charlie, I think that's another good episode of the Bellied Up podcast.
Yes, it is, Miles. It's been a pleasure sitting here with you at the Holler House in Milwaukee, and
yeah, folks, if you haven't been here, you got to get in here. They're a great group of people, and it's a nice bar.
Nice bar with bowling.
So, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next one. And as always, remember to do what, Charlie?
Tip your bartender.
See ya.